Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Always your favorite girl, Team Positive Vibe, Sheribel Jean. And it's been a while I've been here. I got so busy with my schedule, and I never really had time to keep this crew moving. If you're my new subscriber, you're welcome. My old-time subscriber, I hail you actually for you. Today we are going to be talking about being an African woman in Africa, like the do's and don'ts, some of the things that are considered like a taboo, being an African woman and doing such things in certain places. Let me not take much of your time. Let's get right into the video. The very first thing I would talk about that is being considered as a taboo when an African woman does is like eating the gizzard of a chicken in a house where there is a man. My people, like in Africa, when you have this whole chicken, no matter how juicy that chicken is, no matter how attractive that chicken is, you can eat every other part but for the gizzard, because the gizzard is like, it's considered like it's meant for the man. If the woman eats that, it's like a taboo. It's preferably you give it to maybe to your son in the house than to eat it as a woman. Is considered like a taboo. I don't know about other countries, but in Cameroon I grew up witnessing that, and living abroad, sometimes when I'm faced with some situations when eating, it really makes me to laugh, because I'm like, oh my god, we are not even supposed to eat this, we are not really supposed to eat it. But abroad, you go to the mart and you can buy those gizzards in kilos, like in kilos. Anyway, if this is what is happening in your community, in your culture, let me know in the comment section. What value do you people give to the gizzard? Does everybody eat the gizzard normally, or the gizzard is always reserved for the daddy, the father, the man in the house? Because in Africa it is reserved. I don't know if it's all about everywhere in Africa, but in Cameroon, some cultures is really typical. Majority of the people, it's reserved for the daddy of the house. This brings us to the second point, like the do's and don'ts of an African woman in Africa. I went to cut my hair somewhere, and the barber like asked me, madam, I not go fit cut your hair. Please, I beg, go call your husband. I want to call your husband. I want to talk to your husband. I want to talk to your husband to be sure that he has given you permission. He has permitted you to cut your hair. Like, seriously, this is hair. It will grow. How many of you have experienced that men will not in the hair shops, they will not want to cut your hair if you didn't come in with your husband, or if they didn't get a notice from your husband about cutting your hair. Someone like your husband knows that you can't cut your hair. If they don't react that way, some of them think cutting of hair is either you must be bereaved. Then the worst one is when you go ahead to tint it. They just label you. And that one, you woman again. That one is so wayward when you tint your hair. Comparing it living abroad, like, you can just change your hair to any color. I want to feel good. I want to feel loud. I just change my hair to purple, to blue. It doesn't mean anything, but the kind of I don't know. How would I put it? The way people will look at you back in Africa, if you just get up and go to the barbing studio to cut your hair, they will not cut it for you. And majority of them would ask for permission from your husband, or majority of them would think, you're wayward. That is a sign that you're controlling. That's a sign that you're a wayward woman, you're a wayward married wife, because they consider that just for maybe for the singles to be doing that. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know, do you experience that, or is it only me, or is it only in my culture? You will see people passing around. I'm in my car, my favorite position, where I have no distractions from my bunnies. You know that when we go to these traditional gatherings, cultural gatherings, and there is this sharing of palm wine and kola nuts, it's always termed to be the duty of a man. You can, like, it will be disrespectful. It's considered disrespectful if a man stands up, if a lady, a married woman stands up to share the wine or the kola nuts. The elders there, the leaders there, the fathers there will not allow that. They will consider it as a taboo. They would rather use a small child who is not even able to carry maybe a tray or maybe a 5 liter of palm wine than use you, a woman, because they want to respect the culture as their forefathers used to do. So it has to continue in that pattern. So they don't see it normal. They see it like a taboo. They don't see it like habitual for a lady to be sharing kola nuts, or even sharing palm wine in the midst of men. They will go ahead and use a baby than use you. If you've experienced that, or if this is what is happening in your community, let me know in the comment section below. The next thing is, when people find like a married woman in an eatery, sometimes you don't really want to, when you cook food, you don't really want to sit home and eat. You just feel like going out to have some air, and maybe you step into an eatery, you order your food alone, and you're dissecting it and enjoying it. When some people see you, they say, what kind of married woman is that? She must be very wayward. It's sure she's just wayward, she's controlling, she's useless. What kind of a married woman will be eating in an eatery, in a restaurant? It means she's useless, she cannot cook, she's wayward, she's looking for something. Hey, that man is in trouble. Marrying this kind of woman is better than rather you be alone. That English on the country hard. That English on the hard. This thing, sometimes it is sweet when you broken for pidgin English. It's considered like a taboo. Living abroad, it's a normal thing. You just go, get your food, drink, have some time. They even, people will even want you to go alone. Space. They'll say, babe, go out and have some time for yourself. Go and catch some fun with your friends. Eat what you want to eat. Dress as you want to dress. Just feel free. Let it this day, let this minute be for you. The moment be for you. Enjoy yourself, babe. And then you go. But try that in Africa. Majority of the people will say, useless woman. A shower. Taboo. Tofiakwa. How many of you have experienced that? Leave it in the comment section below. Another interesting fact of being a married woman and living in Africa, an African married woman living in Africa, that is being considered like a taboo, is like you tapping your darling, your sugar pie, and say, honey, I need you. Hey. Some of the husbands will even look like, since when did this one start? Are you not an African woman again? Or if you're sitting in the midst of your friends and you people are discussing this and you say, oh, maybe I should just go, I need my husband. They'll say, hey, we don't want to hear that. Let our ears not hear what you're saying. That's a taboo. Are you not an African woman? You need to represent an African woman correctly. How can you say that? That's a taboo for a woman to walk up. That means you're not an African woman. Please don't be yourself as a taboo to our community, our culture, and everything. They will render insults on you just for saying that I need my man. Oh, you both people abroad. Hey. Oh yeah. They don't eat head and me. No. They say it as it is. Now, guys, if I've forgotten some of the things, another one is like a lady owning a car or owning a land. The kind of connotations that they would link to that. So at times it's appalling. It's like you're controlling. How can you own a car? How can a car be under your name? How can you own a land? You're controlling, you're possessive, you're a witch, you're Nigerians will say kweso. Like, even if you have the money, you need to just apportion that money and you tell your husband, okay, let's buy this land and let's sign it under his name. A woman is just supposed to remain there, down there, and let the man be on top. Guys, what do you think? What are some of the do's and don'ts? What are some of the things that are considered a taboo for an African woman to do in Africa? I've given you some of the points. Eating of gizzard, chicken trunks are men reserved only for daddy in the house. Just getting up and cutting your hair, or even tinting your hair, buying a car, buying a land, going to an eatery by yourself. All those things are considered, that one, that one, make a wine. I don't want again. No be African woman be that too. Now shower. Those were just a few points I had. Some of the things I've noticed, and I said, let me come on here to keep my community busy. I might be right 90%. I might be wrong 90%, but that is my experience. What is your experience? What happens in your community? Your African community, your culture, what is happening? What are some of those things that are considered as a taboo for an African woman living in Africa, an African married woman living in Africa? What are those things that are considered a taboo? Leave them in the comment section. If you're watching this video up to this time and you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Join this crew and let's make our Africa big. Yes, join this crew. Don't forget to hit the like button, the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe if you're a first time viewer. I would love to have you in my train, and I would love to build a positive team, positive vibe crew on here. Until my next video, I remain your favorite baby girl, ShareAlike. Have a blessed day. I love you all. Bye-bye.